Hello, hello, Forever Mr. 11, back again with another video. Wanted to make another video on the Virtua2Real to correct some of the things that I said and then also share where I've gotten to at this point. So first thing, as you can see on my screen, there's a wheel spin. I had to watch an ad, so I didn't want to waste your guys' time with that ad. So wanted to show you guys the wheel. If you hit the little eye in the top right, it kind of tells you what your expectation is on the spin of the wheel. And as you can see, as you get more and more parcels, the percentages change. You always still have a 7% chance and a 3% chance at 10 and 20 meters, which those are very important for getting visas. But the boosts, they end up diminishing over time as you get more and more parcels. So it's kind of similar to like Atlas Earth in a way, where it diminishes after you get a certain number of parcels. I'm currently at 4 parcels, so I'm still in the top level here. So I have the ability to get the larger boost increases up to times 100. So that being said, let's go ahead and go back to the wheel. Let's give it a spin and see what we get. Okay, times 10, so not the best wheel spin, but I get a lot of times 10. I don't really get a lot of times, but I don't even know if I've gotten one, to be honest with you. But I do get a lot of the, as you can see here, times 10, 15, 15, 10. Those are probably the most common ones, 10s and 15s. Haven't seen a times 100 yet, and I've been playing this now for over a week. So currently I am with 4 parcels. I am working on getting my 5th parcel. As you can see, they're all in the evolution status. Everyone has a different way of playing this game. For me, I'm trying to focus on as many parcels as possible to get started. I don't want to waste resources on speeding things up per se with regards to the time it takes to evolve the parcels, because I think that putting resources into something that's already going to happen, I don't think that's the most effective use of your resources. So that's where I've made that decision. But I mean, everyone has their own play styles and their own decisions. If we go over to the referral button, as you can see now, I have 2 referrals. So for those of you watching this video, thank you so much for liking, subscribing, and spreading the word on this. I did receive a referral from my last video. So again, I greatly appreciate the support, and hopefully we'll get more referrals and it'll help boost my income. And again, just to touch on referrals, last time we talked about it, just because you get a referral does not mean you get anything right off the bat unless they start upgrading. So once they get into the forest area, then you get 3% on they become an initiate and they get 3%. Then you go into the master level and they get, you get 5% of their earnings. And then if they go to architect level land, then you get 10% of their earnings. So it's not just automatic that you're gonna get anything off your referrals. They actually have to produce. So as you can see, I got 2 referrals here. So far, neither one of them are giving me anything. I do know that one of them is actually my girlfriend. So she is evolving a property, and then we're going to test and see how that exactly works. So am I going to get 3% off of all of her land, or 3% off just the one that evolved to forest? So we will see. So stay tuned for that. Something else I wanted to talk about that I was mistaken about in my last video, as we go over to the voting office. One thing we talked about is with regards to the votes. So I said 10%, 25%, and 50% bonuses. That is actually not correct. I actually had the creator of the game reach out to me, and it was really nice. I'm really glad that he did. And whether it was him or one of his employees, I don't know if it's a one-man show, to be honest with you, but I can tell you that it felt good to know that, you know, my video is getting out there, and he even saw it and thought it was important to respond, and I do appreciate that. And so he advised me that it actually affects the voting. So if you have the visa in that area, you get 10% additional voting power on the city, 25% on the prefecture, which is like the state, and then the presidency, which is the country you're in, you get 50% votes. So this is the amount of votes you get. And as you can see, I am now in the mayoral election and the prefectural elections here. Obviously, I'm in California, as you can tell. And I have a visa for each of the areas that I'm in. And you can see the voting, how it changes. So I got 44 votes for the town hall. That election just passed, so it's only been like a day. Prefecture, I'm at 513 votes. I get a 25% bonus on that because I have the visa. And the presidential election, I have a Visa for that one as well, so I get 50% on the votes there as well. So, and with regards to the payouts, I was a little confused by it, but I found this little button up here, and it kind of goes over a little bit more of what we were discussing. Bonus city visas, 10% additional per city visa, 25% additional per region. These are the votes, right? So this is not the money. This is not the amount of meters or square meters you get. This is just straight votes. And if you go over to visas and you go to, let's see, I had it here just a bit ago. Forgive me, I had this up and now I'm trying to find it. Where was it? Let's see. I had this. There it is. Is this it? World Virtua? No. Well, sorry guys. I just had this up here just a little while ago and I'm not sure where I found it. This is a little embarrassing, but let me see here. Oh, you know where it was? It was in the leaderboards, I believe. And if we go to the region, no, that's not where it is. Well, I'm at a loss here. Is it here? No. Sorry guys, I'm trying to figure out where I found it. It wasn't in the voting office. History of taxes collected. There it is. Finally. All right. Yeah, so it's in a little tricky place. So what you want to do is you want to click on the history of taxes collected. There's a little information button up at the top right. And if you click on that button, you see how much you get for each people who buys a Visa in your area. So in your city, you know, if you're number one, the mayor, who got the most votes, you get 6 square meters every time someone buys a Visa. First deputy mayor 3, second deputy mayor 1. For the region, which would be California for me, it is 3 square meters. And then the first sub prefix 2 square meters, and so on and so forth. So just think about it this way. If you are the president for a country and a Visa is purchased in, let's say, my city, and I am also the prefect and the mayor, I'm going to get 11 square meters for that one Visa. So that's really, really good. And it's just going to be passive when it comes in as well. So that's really fantastic. And what I like about this is they give top 3 in the city, top 7 in the region, and top 9 in the country, which no other game does right now. So this is actually really cool, and I do really like that because sometimes it's a battle, and you know, like right now I'm playing Atlas Earth and I'm second in my region, and it's really frustrating because I've beaten this guy several times and he's come back and beaten me. So we're kind of competing, and it's almost to the point where we might want to start looking in a different area, which I've already started putting land in another area as well for that. But I do really like this setup, the way they did it. It doesn't just reward the top player, it rewards the people coming in second and third. And it's kind of one of those things where it looks like what they're trying to do is say, like, well, here's like your president and your vice president, and then your, you know, your cabinet kind of thing. Same for a city, is the mayor, the deputy mayors. So I think they're really trying to base this like on real life and how things would work in that regards, trying to make this as realistic as possible. And I like how I like the fact they call it history of taxes collected. So it's a tax you're collecting, which it makes sense as well. So I do like the way that he's designing this and has this set up this way. Okay, one of the other things I wanted to talk about is the different games. So if you go to your financial center, there's a couple different things you can do, which we talked about. So there's daily rewards, which I'm on day 9, about to go into day 10. And day 10 is going to get me a nice little 10 square meters, which is great. And if you can see here, I am 98 square meters. So I am 2 square meters away from getting my 5th parcel. I have noticed the game has greatly grown. Leaderboard wise, I have definitely dropped down the ranks. A lot of people are pushing hard on this game. I am now 38th, and I was in the top 30 before. So even if I get 5 parcels, because I have 2 visas, I'll probably be back to where I was, around 27. But it looks like people are really pushing. Enzo was at 22. Enzo is now at 23. I haven't seen Stefano with his meatball guy. I haven't seen that one, so that's a new one too. So I think what a lot of people are doing is doing surveys, and it's allowing you to get a good push. And I do recommend the surveys because they're such high value. As you guys can also see, my balance is now at 3 cents, so it is growing. Last time we did a video, which is just a few days ago, I wasn't even at a penny yet. So as you can see, it does grow exponentially, and it also depends on the evolution of your lands too. So I'm about to have a bunch of lands get evolved, so that's really going to greatly change the speed of things, and that's what I want to see, because it seems like this game is an extremely slow start, very hard to get the resources you need, but it kind of snowballs from what I'm seeing here, and I do like that. I've been working real hard every day. You can do watch 10 videos. I've watched 5 today, as you can see. For the brick drop, I've done 5 of these games. Space drop, I've done 4 of that game. Flappy drop, 3, and this one, toll drop, is 3. So I could tell you these games, they're pretty funny. I want to explore them all, and just to fair warn you guys, we're going to explore them on this video, the games, and you may have to watch an ad. So, and you can watch me play the game, so I apologize about that. I don't edit my videos right now. Unfortunately, I am extremely busy, so it is very difficult for me to spend the time to edit the videos. I have the software. I also do computerized videos, not just phone videos, but I have not gotten into the editing part of it because I am extremely busy. So I am a business owner. I have other tasks that I do and perform, and unfortunately, right now, business is very busy. So, well, fortunately and unfortunately. Unfortunately for the channel, but fortunately for me, because business is good, and that's what any business owner wants. So I can tell you the brick drop game is kind of like, what's that old school game? I think it was called Pong, maybe? It's basically, you guys will see in a second, but it's basically a bunch of blocks, and a ball goes back and forth, and you hit it with, you bounce it off your little bar, and it goes back and forth, knock it out, and you want to get the 3 little items, and I'll show you guys all this. This next game here, Space Drop, it's basically like Galaga, old school Nintendo game. Love that game. It's one of my favorite games. So I do actually enjoy playing that game. It's a lot of fun, and I get through it pretty quickly. So that's probably going to be the first one we visit. Flappy Drop, it's kind of like I think it's like that Flappy Bird or Flippy Bird, whatever they call it, where the bird flies and you have to get them through these little areas, except you're tapping the structure, not the bird. So we'll experience that as well. But I'm not a big fan of that one. It takes a long time. It's 15 items coming, so it's going to take you at least 30 to 45 seconds to complete it, assuming you don't crash or something. Then it's going to be a minute. So I don't really like that one. Toll Drop is basically Pac-Man, so I actually enjoy that one too. That one's a lot of fun. So that being said, again, I apologize, you guys. Just fast forward if you don't want to watch the ad. We're going to go ahead and go through this. So we're going to start off with this one. It's a 30-second ad, so just feel free to skip ahead 30 seconds. I think we watch plenty of ads anyways. If you wouldn't want to watch the ad, but congratulations to TikTok for getting an extra 30 seconds on my video from these ads. So hopefully in the coming months, it's not going to be anytime soon, but hopefully in the coming months I'll start editing the videos and you guys won't have to deal with this. All right, so like I said, it's kind of like a Galaga. You just tap the screen to get started, and we are going to do just that. So I did notice right off the bat, they throw like bullets directly at you. So as soon as you start, just pay attention, because they will throw them directly at you. And I've died many times right off the bat just because I'm not really paying that close of attention. I mean, this game isn't very hard. So what I do is I try to clear out about half the board and then try to hit these, because they act a little funny sometimes. They don't go all the way left to right, they stay on one side. And then they can't really control the fire rate, so it's just kind of sit here and wait till you get lucky and hit it. And come on. Oh, that guy blocked the shot. Alright, now as you can see from the bottom, we got 1 square meter, we got 10 meters, and then we got 50 minutes. So the range is 1 to 5 square meters from what I've seen. 10 to 50 meters, and 10 to 50 minutes. So it's kind of like a roll of the dice. Most of the time you'll get the smaller of all of them, but it's really worth it to play them. I mean, you know, as you just saw right there, I got 1 square meter, one meter, and then 50 minutes. So I got the highest prize that I've seen so far. I mean, I don't know if it goes higher, but that's the highest one I've seen. I've played quite a few of these games. Next game we're going to play is the Flappy Drop. I'm just going to mute it. And Royal Smash getting a free advertisement here for me. But basically, like I said, you get anywhere between 10 and 5 square meters, 10 to 50 meters, or 10 to 50 minutes. And if it goes higher, and I find it goes higher, I will definitely let you guys know and correct myself. But I do not believe it does, the amount of games I've played. Oh, there's a fun one right there, Zombie Waves. I actually have played that game. It's nothing like it looks like, though. It's funny how these advertisers do that. But it is a fun game, no matter. So another video I'm going to be doing soon is going to be on TerraMine. Those of you who are watching this video might have seen that one. In my video, I always put the links to all the games I play. And there's another one that just came out. It's called Prospectour, and I'll be putting my links in this video as well for that. And hopefully, if you guys like the content, you guys will go ahead and 1, like, 2, subscribe, and 3, use my referral code to sign up and join up. All right, ad is finished, so let's go back to Flappy Drop. So basically, you're just going to tap the screen, and every time you tap it, this guy goes up, and you want to just position yourself in the middle so he smashes whatever symbol's coming. So it's 5 symbols for each one to fill it up. And if you slightly miss, then you use a life. So you can see this is very tedious. It's not a fun game. I'm not a big fan of it. I don't know if this game's going to stay or if the creator has ideas of, you know, changing the games or just keeping them the way they are. It's just, this one is just so time consuming, and it's honestly pretty boring, in my opinion. But I do like the Galaga one, I do like the Pac-Man one, so kudos to the creator for those ones. The brick one, I mean, it's okay. It's not terrible, and it can be a little exciting with the balls moving fast. But this one, I just, man. Alright, so luckily I'm doing good on these games and I haven't used any lives yet. Now that I said that's probably going to crash me right here. Alright, and like I said, the minimum you're going to get is 1 square meter, 10 meters, and 10 minutes, and that's exactly what I just got, guys. So that's what you can expect most of the time, and, you know, hopefully you get lucky and get something better. I do occasionally. Next one's going to be the EVTOL drop. Look at our balances now. Oh, look at that. I have enough to buy a piece of land, so that's good.
Can you count all of this? Not that easy, right?
So another ad, guys. Again, apologize about that. We just kind of have to go through it together, unfortunately. But feel free to skip ahead on the video. Luckily, you guys can skip ahead. I am unable to, unfortunately. So it is interesting to see where everyone is located. So those of you watching my video, if you can, just share like at least the state or I guess prefecture that you're in. That'd be great. You don't need to get too specific with the city or anything like that. But I am curious where my base of watchers is, and you know, I'm trying to create a lot of different content. So this is one that I'm really excited about. I actually really like this app, and it's one I've really focused on. TerraMine's good, AdLexBook's good, Prospectour. I also do Grim Dawn, do Mech Arena. These are all the things I'm involved in just because I have a good time with them. I don't like doing games that I don't like, so you'll never see a video from me on a game I don't like. And if you do, you might see one video and never see it again. So this one's just going to be a swipe. It's basically like Pac-Man. You just swipe left, right, up, down. You can pre-swipe, and it makes your character go a little crazy, as you're seeing here. So if I swipe up, it kind of does that weird thing. Uh-oh, I might get trapped here. Let's see. Nope. Outsmarted them. So the goal is to get enough of these to fill it up. I think it's like, I don't know, 20, and it fills it up. Once it's filled up, they change color, and then you just have to go eat them. So I'm going to eat that guy, I'm going to eat that guy. It looks like there's a lot of blue down here. For some reason, blue always gives me the hardest time. I don't know if it's designed that way, but there we go. And again, we got the lowest, unfortunately. We got 1, 10, and 10. That's pretty standard for this game. And let's see if our brick drop is ready to go. Brick drop is ready to go, so we are going to try that one next. Let's go ahead and mute this ad. I'm sure you guys are done listening to these. But anyways, back to what I was saying. Yeah, I mainly just, if you see one video on my channel, it's probably because it wasn't very good, and I tried it, experimented, and I just didn't think it was worthy of another one. Right now, actually, I have plans to do 6 total videos, all coming out soon. I might stagger them, and I'm not sure which order you're going to see this one, but this is one of 6 videos I'm releasing. I'm doing one on TerraMine, I'm doing one on Prospectour, doing one on this game, doing one, and then I'm doing 3 different ones on Mech Arena. And the reason for that is, well, stay tuned to the channel and you will see. There's some cool stuff going on right now. It's a big week for that game, and I'm really excited to do those videos. So this game, like I said, you just tap to get it going, and you got to get the blue, the green, and the turquoise. So what I like to do is focus on one area and get the ball up there, because then that's what happens. And look at that, it makes it a lot quicker. And I mean, again, minimum 1 square meter, 10 meters, and 10 minutes. So that's what you can expect, and hopefully you get lucky. Obviously, we're not going to watch an ad. Now here on the social quest, I did find out once you get to quest 5, you have to have a forest parcel in order to complete that one. So unfortunately, I was not able to complete that one. Not yet. But if we go back to the parcels here, let's see here. Look at that. I am 1 day, 22 hours away from having a forest parcel. In fact, I'm just a few days away from having 4 of them, really. I mean, in a week, I'm going to have 4 forest parcels. So let's see here. Now I have 102 square meters, so I actually have enough to purchase a piece of land. So let's get zoomed all the way in here. Don't want to give up my location, so hopefully that worked. But we are going to buy a piece of land, so we're just going to go ahead and click on that. It's going to pop up like this. I'm going to click on one. As you can see, I have 4 of them. My girlfriend's got the one. I'm going to go ahead and click this one, and I'm going to go ahead and buy the parcel. And there you have it. So now that I've bought let's just zoom out here. Now that I've bought 5 parcels, I believe according to the rules here, in order to get the 6th one, you have to buy one for charity. So I think I'm going to have to buy one for charity on the next one. I believe it says that somewhere in here. I remember reading it, and it's because they want to give back to charity, which I think is a cool thing. I don't have a problem with that. It's just a nice little bonus thing to do, and it just shows that, you know, the creator of this game does care about, you know, the important things in life, and that's really cool. So something else I have seen a lot of going on. So obviously the game's expanding. There's, from the last time, I don't know if you guys saw my map last time, it wasn't this populated. So the game is really spreading and growing quite rapidly. I have been getting messages, so I don't have any right now, but I have been getting messages. People have been asking me if I wanted to battle them in the games. So that is really cool. You only get a certain number of messages per day. So right now I have 9 messages. If you run out of messages, you can watch an ad to get more messages. But I haven't messaged anybody myself, but I have had, again, 3 or 4 people challenge me to some games. I don't think I'm that great at the game, so I don't know that I want to risk my stuff to go after, to battle anybody to get the game. So it's not something I'm really interested in, and that's not something I'm going to do in this game. But what I am going to do is try my best on a daily basis to max out my boost as much as possible, and then complete 10 watches, 10 brick drops, 10 space drops, 10 flappy drops, and 10 FTOL drops. So, well guys, that's going to be it for today. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and put my referral code on the screen here. And let's see here, where is that referral code? You'd think I'd be a little bit more prepared for this type of stuff, huh? There it is. All right, so there's my referral code. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe if you do and you want to encourage additional content. Any feedback you give me would be great. And I know the not editing is probably killing you, and I am sorry for that. But I'm doing the best I can with the time that I have, trying to get the information out there on this because I am excited about it. And I want you guys to have the information, even though it may not be the most edited and tailored video. So again, there's my referral code. Please feel free to use that code. If you do, you get some extra square meters. I think right now, instead of starting with 50 square meters, you get 150. Although my girlfriend did, she got 200 square meters, and I got 100 when I started. So it might have changed. Not quite sure. I'm going to look into that, though. I did try to open up a dialogue with the creator, so we'll see if he has any more input on that. I would like to help him grow this game and help him become even more successful, because if he's more successful, more things happen in the game, and it'll be a lot of fun for everybody. So again, please like, subscribe, use the referral link. Thank you guys all for the support. Until next time, for Mr. Levin, peace.